In today's video, I'm going to give you my first impressions on Declaration Grooming's Fake Yellow Light, and I'll also be announcing the winner of the Moon Soaps Union giveaway, coming right up. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. First things first, I want to wish you all a happy Lunar New Year. It's the year of the ox, and I know we can all use some good vibes, so I want to wish you all a prosperous and healthy new year. In today's shave, I'm going to share with you my first impressions on the latest soap from Declaration Grooming, and that is called Fake Yellow Light. Fake Yellow Light is a reference to one of Jimmy Eat World's songs, and they're one of my favorite rock bands, so based on the name alone, I was pretty much all in, but also the scent sounded really interesting. We'll get into the actual scent notes, but I haven't used this yet. Let me just give you initial impressions. You can see the brand new pour right there. Not too strong off the top, maybe around a 5 or 6 out of 10. And I will say it's a little hard to distinguish any particular note. There's a little sweetness, maybe a little spiced, cooking spices, and a little nuttiness even. So we'll see how the scent opens up once lathered up, but I also have the matching aftershave splash. For the razor, we're going to go with Blackland Vector, and this will be wrapping up my week with this razor. It's been fun, and I definitely want to share some more thoughts that I've had since using this some more, and also share some things I learned from you guys in the comments, especially in that first impressions video from the Vector. Lastly, for the brush, we're going to use the Paladin Samurai, and this guy comes in the Phantasia pour. Nice color combo, and a 28mm badger knot bulb shape. Also later in the video, I'll announce the winner of my giveaway for Moon Soaps Union, so make sure you keep on watching to find out if you won this tub. If you'd like to help the channel, please like, share, and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. These are all easy ways to support and grow the channel if you're enjoying what you're watching. Alright, so I've loaded up the brush here, and let's go in for the face lather. Alright, so while I'm taking care of this, let me share with you the official scent notes on this one. And aside from the Jimmy Eat World inspired soap name, these notes really look good. So the notes are leather, tobacco, amber, almond, chai, cognac, walnut, and vanilla. So based on that, it does make sense that I get a bit of a gourmand vibe, especially that kind of the spice and the nuttiness. And the sweetness I detected came from the vanilla. There's also something that's very reminiscent of cold weather scents that I really enjoy. Leather, tobacco, amber, again that vanilla, and some booziness from the cognac. On paper sounds really good, and the scent is opening up. I don't think it's increasing all that much as far as scent strength goes. It's still probably medium, like a 6 out of 10. But this is quite enjoyable. I do have to mention that Scott over at Declaration Grooming, I believe he has hired 1 or 2 assistants as far as helping out with the soap making. And really in the past few months, I think it's been really consistent as far as coming out with new offerings, stocking old offerings, both on the Declaration Grooming website, as well as the other online vendors like Maggards, West Coast Shaving, the Razor Company, etc. So I know in the past where availability was a little tricky, you kind of had to catch it at least within the first week or so of a drop. I think availability has become much easier where you can kind of, if you want to deliver it, you don't really have to worry about stuff selling out as quickly. Alright, so let's go in with the Blackland Vector. So the Vector has proven it brings the efficiency. I think I've been working with 3 days of beard growth today. One funny thing that I reached back out to Shane from Blackland was whether other people found it tricky to load the blade in his head, because it's really slim. In general, it's a very slender design, which I really dig. But if you have like big hands or clumsy fingers, I know I had some trouble loading the blade. And Shane directed me actually to a short video on the Blackland Instagram page, which showed a way that he did it. Now, I haven't changed out the blade yet. This is the Schick Proline P30 still. And yeah, it's still in the razor. But that video still will be helpful because I have two other brands of the AC blades that I want to try. So hopefully I won't fumble as much next time. Yeah, so it's a very slender, very slim, sleek design. I think it's very balanced as well. The weight, it's not super heavy, but somewhere in the middle. A little bit of heft I think is important. Otherwise, I think if it's too light, I'd be at higher risk for probably more cuts and nicks. As far as other people who were sharing their experiences, I think the average amount of shaves folks are getting out of the AC blades it sounds like about 10. So when I said 15 to 20 initially from my initial research, it seems like it's a bit lower than that. But I know there's some variability. It depends how coarse your beard hair is. And the other thing is, a lot of folks mentioned that the Vector was really good for their head shaves. And so when they told me the total amount of uses for the blade, that obviously is another factor, because if you use it for a head shave, I think that'll definitely lower the number of how between face and head, you'll be putting that blade through a lot more work. All right, so let's take a quick break from the shave so I can announce the winner of the Moon Soaps Union giveaway. All right, so before I did the drawing of the names, we had 31 total entries. So thank you everyone who shared what barbershop meant to them and for everyone who entered. But there can only be one, as I only have one tub of Union. And the lucky winner is CR Grin 1. You are the winner of the Moon Soaps Union giveaway. Congratulations. Please reach out to me either via email or Instagram. All that info is in the description below. So thank you again to everyone who entered and participated. This coming week, we're going to have the announcement for the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so stay tuned for that. All right, now back to the shave. Let's go in for pass number 2. I have to say that the Vector, it being my first experience with the Artist Club blades and this style of razor, has been really fun, as it's just something else to experience. It doesn't quite feel like any other razor in my den. And there's even, I think I've mentioned, there's a moderate amount of blade feel. That's still the same. My opinion on that hasn't changed, but it's still comfortable. I think it's smooth, at least on my face. The head design on this is quite wide, and as I'm not a head shaver myself, I'm curious if the wideness is a plus for those doing head shaves, or if it makes it a little more complicated. So if you have used this for your head shaves, let me know. I'd just love to know out of my own curiosity. Now going back to the scent of it for Fake Yellow Light, it's certainly reminiscent of other scents I've had before. I think, again, that familiarity, there are a combination of notes I like, especially tobacco and vanilla. I feel like this is a nice variation on that, but you guys who've watched other videos before know I've talked about Massacre of the Innocents, which is a dupe of Parfums de Marly Herod. has that similar tobacco, vanilla, plus other things kind of vibe. This is definitely kind of a cousin to that. It does have a cologne-y kind of vibe, but it's in a category of colognes that I really enjoy. So it's probably not a surprise that this is a scent that's right in my wheelhouse. All right, so here we go in for the third and final pass. Let's finish this off now with the matching splash for Fake Yellow Light. Out of the splash, I'm definitely getting more of that leather. In general, I think leather is kind of hard to convey in a soap, especially when it's mixed in with other, other scent notes that are quite strong. But the leather is definitely much more present in the splash. I would say that kind of sets it apart. I was mentioning, the similarities to Massacre of the Innocents, but once that leather hit, this is its own animal, and I quite like it. So I guess that could be a warning too, because I know leather is polarizing and it's not for everyone. So keep that in mind. I mean, if you stick with the soap only, you probably wouldn't even detect it, because I certainly had a hard time picking it up. No, but in splash here, that it's up front and center and quite nice. Given the Vector is the only Artist Club razor I've used, I'd love to hear from you guys who are more well versed with these razors. What other AC razor should I use? I know a few people mentioned, or they were curious, the comparison with a RazoRock Hawk. I think V3 might be the latest version. Whether it's the Hawk or another razor, please let me know in the comments below if I like this razor. What other razors should I try, maybe compare it against? I'd love to hear from you. All right, so another solid shave from the Blackland Vector. It's been such a great time using that razor this past week. I do have some more razors on deck, both on loan as well as ones I've purchased. So stay tuned for that in the upcoming weeks, because I'm going to be busy. So a lot of fun stuff to look forward to. But that's going to do it. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.